somewhere beneath your feet, far beneath the ocean, beneath the bedrock, beneath everything you think of as solid ground, there is a lake. Not a small lake, a massive one, bigger than the entire country of Jamaica, filled with liquid freshwater that has not touched the surface of this planet in 15 million years. And right now, it is sealed under 3 miles of Antarctic ice. No sunlight, no air, no contact with the outside world, just darkness, pressure, and silence, and whatever has been living down there, completely alone, for longer than our species has existed. This is Lake Vostok, and it may be the most alien place on Earth. The question that has obsessed scientists for decades is not just what is down there. The question is, what happens if we open it? Antarctica is the coldest, driest, most hostile continent on the planet. Average temperatures at the surface drop to minus 89 degrees Celsius in winter. Winds hit over 300 kilometers per hour. Nothing lives there easily. But underneath it, the story is completely different. The Antarctic ice sheet is not just frozen water sitting on rock. It is a massive, dynamic, living system, kilometers thick, grinding slowly across the continent, carrying ancient trapped air, ancient dust, ancient history inside its layers. And in certain places, the weight of that ice, combined with geothermal heat rising from deep inside the Earth, creates something extraordinary. It melts the bottom layer, and where ice melts, water collects. There are over 400 subglacial lakes beneath the Antarctic ice sheet, but none of them come close to what lies beneath a remote Russian research station called Vostok, located near the southern pole of inaccessibility, one of the farthest points from any coastline on Earth. Beneath that station, under roughly 3.7 kilometers of solid ice, sits a body of water that stretches over 250 kilometers long and 50 kilometers wide. It reaches depths of over 1,000 meters in places. It holds more fresh water than Lake Ontario. It has been sealed from the surface world for somewhere between 15 and 25 million years. Let that number settle. 15 million years ago, there were no humans. Our earliest primate ancestors were just beginning to emerge. The world looked nothing like it does today. And the water sitting in Lake Vostok, right now, at this moment, has not moved, has not mixed with the atmosphere, has not changed. It is a time capsule made of water. Now here is where the science gets strange and a little terrifying. If Lake Vostok has been sealed that long, why is it still liquid? Shouldn't it be frozen solid? The answer is two things working together. First, geothermal heat. Deep inside the Earth, radioactive elements decay and produce heat. That heat radiates upward through the crust, warming the rock beneath the lake and keeping the water from freezing at the bottom. Second, pressure. The 3 miles of ice sitting on top of Lake Vostok exert crushing downward force. And under high enough pressure, the melting point of ice actually drops, meaning water can remain liquid at temperatures well below normal freezing point. So Lake Vostok exists in this precise, fragile balance. Enough heat from below, enough pressure from above, and in that narrow window, liquid water in total darkness in the coldest place on Earth. But that is not the most unsettling part. Scientists discovered something when they began analyzing the ice core drilled just above the lake, ice that formed from lake water that had refrozen onto the bottom of the glacier over thousands of years. The oxygen levels inside Lake Vostok are off the charts. We are talking about oxygen concentrations 50 times higher than what you would find in a normal freshwater lake on the surface. The reason is that the ice sheet above is constantly trapping atmospheric gases and compressing them down into the lake over millions of years. At that concentration, oxygen becomes something different. It becomes toxic, corrosive, a chemical environment unlike anything on the surface of this planet. And yet, frozen inside that same ice core, scientists found something that should not be there. Bacteria, living bacteria, ancient microbial life, DNA signatures that matched no known species in any scientific database. The implications were immediate and staggering. If life, even microbial life, can survive in Lake Vostok, then the rules about where life can exist just changed. Permanently. Because Lake Vostok is not just a lake. It is a scientific model, a proof of concept, a demonstration that life can survive in total darkness, under crushing pressure, in toxic oxygen concentrations, with no sunlight and no contact with the surface world for millions of years. And if that is possible here, on Earth, then it is possible somewhere else. Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, has a global ocean of liquid water sealed beneath a thick layer of ice. Enceladus, a moon of Saturn, is actively shooting water plumes into space from beneath its frozen surface. Scientists believe both of these moons may harbor conditions similar to Lake Vostok. We did not need to leave Earth to find an alien ocean. We just needed to drill deep enough. Now here is where the story takes a turn, because the race to reach Lake Vostok has not been clean, or simple, or without controversy. Soviet scientists began drilling at Vostok Station in the 1970s. The project continued for decades, carried out in brutal Antarctic conditions by Russian teams who spent months in isolation at the most remote research station on Earth. They drilled slowly, carefully, stopping just meters above the lake surface for years, arguing about whether to go further. Because here is the problem. Lake Vostok has been sealed for 15 million years. It is under enormous pressure. The moment a drill breaks through, the lake water will rush upward, flooding the borehole. Any contamination from the surface, any bacteria, any chemicals, any trace of the modern world carried down on the gel would enter that pristine, ancient ecosystem and potentially destroy the very things scientists were trying to study. The contamination debate divided the scientific community for a decade. In 2012, Russian scientists finally broke through. Lake water shot up the borehole and refroze, sealing it again almost immediately. They retrieved samples. They found more microbial DNA. And the debate about what is down there, about what we risked, about whether we should have done it at all, has never fully resolved. Think about what that moment meant. For the first time in 15 million years, the outside world made contact with Lake Vostok. And we still do not know everything that came with it. Here is the thought I want to leave you with. Somewhere under 3 miles of Antarctic ice, a world exists that predates human civilization by millions of years. It has its own chemistry, possibly its own biology, its own rules, and we have only just begun to touch the edge of it. Lake Vostok is not just a scientific mystery. It is a reminder that this planet still holds secrets we have not found. That there are environments so extreme, so isolated, so ancient, that they operate completely outside our understanding of what is normal. The ice is the lock, and we finally found the door. We just do not yet know what is waiting on the other side. If this opened your eyes to what is hiding beneath the surface of our own world, subscribe. Because the deeper we go on this channel, the stranger it gets. And Lake Vostok is just the beginning.